I'm Alan Weiss, and this is The Writing on the Wall. Hi, I'm Alan Weiss, and this is another episode of The Writing on the Wall. This episode, please tread on me. You're just picking on me because I'm a victim. We seem to be surrendering independence. We keep saying, they won't let me. They won't provide. Look what they've done to me now. A store clerk I visited at the holidays to buy a gift for my son told me that he didn't know where the merchandise was I was seeking. Well, look for it. Presumably, he must get there a few minutes before the store opens. They keep moving things, he said. Well, find out where those things are. No, they keep doing it to him. We're all victims of something these days, aren't we? There's an interesting thing I've noticed, at least where I live. People try to qualify for disabled parking stickers. Isn't that nuts? I mean, wouldn't you want not to be in that category? People try to qualify for them. Some of these people I see at the post office leap out of their cars with much more energy than I do. Go figure. The opposite of victimhood is accountability. I think we have to accept accountability. I was in line waiting to register at a convention at the hotel front desk. And you're talking to people and moving around. And as you always do, as the line moves, you sort of sidle forward or you shift back or you move over. Well, I bumped into a wheelchair. And the woman in the wheelchair sitting there looked at me with this superior look on her face and said, well, I guess I don't count for much down here, do I? Now, any normal person behind me, seeing me come toward them, would have done one of two things. Would have moved away or said, excuse me. She did neither because she wanted to be a victim. It's become a profession. It's become an industry. I was doing business at a New York bank. I was doing a strategy retreat. 24 top officers around the room, the CEO directly on my right. We were discussing an innovative approach to dealing with customers in retail banking. And 3 or 4 of the executive vice presidents were saying, we can't do that, they'd never let us. And after the 4th time I said, who's they? Is it the CEO? They said, no, he's good, he's very supportive. Who's they? Nobody knows, but they won't let us. Avoidance of choice kills us. And we're reducing our choices because there are so many options, we resort to inactivity. There are so many choices, we don't pick any. We become lost in a search for perfection. So, we master nothing in trying to get good at too many things. I use 30% perhaps of my computer's capability to 98% efficiency. The rest I don't care about. I don't care about editing photos. I can upload photos and create an album. I don't want to edit them. However, with Word, I can do anything I need to because I'm a writer. There are things my computer can do I don't even want to think about. Master those parts of your life that make sense. You don't have to master the rest. And stop worrying about the fact that they won't let you because there's so much out there. We have this circular logic. I can't do my job because my boss won't give me the resources. I can't get the resources from my boss because he doesn't like what I'm producing. And I can't produce more because I can't get the resources. My boss won't give me the resources. Well, you see where I'm going. It's a circular logic. It's perpetual victimhood. It's surrender. A woman who wanted me to coach her told me that I really need you because I was with 2 different companies for 3 years each, and in a terrible political situation, they both cut me. I told her, having been there for 3 years in each situation, if she were really offering value, they wouldn't cut her. She'd still be at the first company. It's not about politics. It's not about the fates. It's not about unfairness. It's about your value. And if you're really valuable, they don't cut you. For all of us to change, we have to speak up and talk back. We can't just accept someone's sob story. We can't accept that they're a victim. We can't accept they can't do it. We have to accept accountabilities for our own errors. We're all human. So we have to stop looking for excuses. We have to stop looking for them. We have to agree that we make mistakes and we move on. Welcome to the club. If you change one issue that's bothering you a week, for a month, in the course of a year, you're going to have 50 issues you changed. Issues you can control. I keep telling people that in the sales process, in the process of acquiring business for your professional services firm, we control more of that dynamic than we think. The same is true of our lives. We control more of the dynamic than we think if we stop surrendering to them. Don't buy into conspiracies. They are not out to get you. If you think that what you need is a right, then you make it an entitlement. You make it a claim. If you want a certain liquor on a United Airlines flight and they run out, you say, that's too bad, let me have another. But if you think it's your right to have that liquor and they run out, now you feel that United didn't stock correctly, or the flight attendant gave more to someone else than to you, or why didn't she come to you for your order first, or why didn't he do this? We make conspiracies because instead of thinking we want something, we make it into a claim. And when claims are abrogated, when claims aren't met, we feel deprived and we feel someone's done it to us. It's psychological death. I suggest you use some triage here. 1, resolve it. 2, compromise on it. 3, cope with it. Resolve it. Get rid of the issue, reach a compromise, or just cope with it and get it out of your life. But stop looking for them. Stop enabling other victims. Don't do their work. Bill Onken used to be a time management expert who had a great expression. Don't let them leave the monkey on your desk. Don't let other people give you work. Don't accept their excuses. They can do it. Stop helping the grievance industry. Stop listening to them. There's nothing so magical to stop someone who's a victim as refusing to listen to their victimhood. If they can't explain it to you, it's not important anymore. Always ask who they are. That's what I'm asking. They won't let me. Who? Oh, they're out to get me. Who? You can't trust them. Who? If you find out, send me a note. If others are succeeding, what does that mean about the rest? In other words, if someone's succeeding at something and someone else is not, in the same technology, in the same society, in the same economy, in the same environment, under the same conditions, with similar backgrounds, what's at fault? It's not the society, it's not the economy, it's not the technology, it's them. And so always ask yourself about yourself or about others, is anyone doing this successfully? If so, how many? And if so, why not you? Why not me? It's probably you. Treat people as equals. Don't treat people as others whose feelings might be hurt. The worst form of discrimination is making special excuses for people because you don't want to hurt their feelings. What that means is you don't respect them. You don't think they can take honest feedback. You don't think they're good enough to listen. Treat everyone equally. It's simple. That way they'll be equal. You're only a victim if you choose to be. You're only a victim if you choose to be. Learn from Koufax. He never blames anyone. He always knows what's appropriate. And you know when he wants something, he simply lets you know. And right now, he needs to go. I'm Alan Weiss. This is the writing on the wall. Koufax, come on, Koufax. Let's go, Koufax. Come on, Koufax. Good boy.